Hello friends, I welcome you all to this session. In the last class, based on the concept which we have learned in the previous classes, we had solved certain previous year questions pertaining to MSET for AP and also Telangana. We'll continue that. We'll continue solving the questions based on the concepts which we have learned. So previously we had done this question, just asked in Telangana AP APEAPCET 2023. Okay, continuing with that, let us look at the next question, friends. I hope all of you have practiced these questions which we have solved. Okay, so they are given the question, limit a plus e power nx as n tends to infinity divided by x plus a power a into e power nx is equal to what they are given. Okay, so this was asked in AP 2022, that is APEAPCET AP 2022. So let us see how to solve this question. So here, based on this, let us see that if x is less than 0, if I consider x is less than 0, then nx will also be less than 0, right? If x is less than 0, then n into x will also be less than 0. That is what is given in the here in the power nx. So let us check that nx will also be less than 0. If x is less than 0, what will happen? If nx will also be less than 0. So what will happen to limit? What will happen to limit e power nx as x tends to infinity? As x tends to infinity. So if nx is less than 0, so e power nx, this will become e power minus infinity, because if x is less than 0, nx will also be less than 0. That means nx will be equal to minus infinity with this limit, e power minus infinity. E power minus infinity, we all know that it is nothing but equal to what? It is nothing but equal to 0. E power minus infinity is nothing but equal to 0. Now if I put the values here, if I put the values here, what will happen? So see friends, they are given, you have to pay very keen attention here. That is, they are telling n tends to infinity. They are not talking about x. Okay, here they are not talking about x. They are talking about as n tends to infinity. What will happen to this limit? Here I should write here. I should write here n tends to infinity. As n tends to infinity. Now this limit will become what? This limit will become, if I write limit a plus e power nx by x plus a into e power nx as n tends to infinity. As n tends to infinity, this value we got it as what? This value we got it as 0. This value we got it as 0. This is here we got it as 0. So if I put these values, this is not h, this is n. So we get it as a plus 0 divided by x into a into 0, x plus a into 0. So this will be equal to what, friends? This will be equal to a by x. A by x when what? A by x when x is less than 0. That is option 1. That is option A. Got it, friends? Very simple question. Okay, you have to take the value when x is less than 0. Fine. When x is less than 0, we got the value as a by x. Simple question. Fine. Let's move to the next question, friends. Okay, these are the questions asked in KSET exam. I have added questions from PYQs also from the exemplar questions. Okay, they are given limit sin x by x minus pi as x tends to pi is equal to what? Okay, so we all know that sin x can be written as what? Sin of pi minus x, because we know that sin of pi minus x is nothing but equal to x. Pi minus x means what? Sin of 180 minus theta is sin theta. So similarly here, instead of sin of x, I can write it as sin of pi minus x. So this will become what? Limit sin of pi minus x by, instead of writing x minus pi, I can write it as pi minus x, minus of pi minus x. Why? I'll tell you. Okay, this minus sign I'll take it outside. Okay, this minus sign I'll take it outside. This will be minus of limit sin of pi minus x by pi minus x, this as x tends to pi. This is nothing but what, friend? This is nothing but what? We have learned the trigonometric limits. That is a property. Limit of sin x by x is equal to 1. So this entire value will be equal to what? Will be equal to 1. But here we have minus, so I'll write minus. So the correct answer to this question is option C. Got it? We have to bring it to a form where you can apply the limit of sin x by x. Here x is nothing but pi minus x divided by pi minus x. That's why I wrote x in terms of pi minus x. this x minus pi I wrote in terms of pi minus x. I took the minus sign outside. That's why we got the value as minus 1, not 1. Fine. Next one. They have given limit x square cos x by 1 minus x is equal to how much as x tends to 0. Okay, we know that 1 minus x is what? 1 minus cos x is what? It is nothing but 2 sin square theta by 2, that is 2 sin square x by 2. So I can write this as x square cos x. I just write down the whatever is given within the limits. X square cos x. This is what, friends? 1 minus cos x is 2 sin square x by 2. 2 sin square x by 2. Correct now? 2 sin square x by 2. Fine. Here I have sin square x by 2. We also know that limit sin x by x also that is equal to limit x by sin x x tends to 0 as x tends to 0 is both are equal to 1. So here what I can do for x square by 2, I need to get here x by 2 is there theta, so I should get x by 2 whole square. Here sin square is there means I should get x by 2 whole square. So I'll write 2 here, I'll make it whole square. So if I write 2 here I should write 2 square. Correct now? Here I should write 2 square. So what will happen to this? What will happen to this? This value, see here, sin square x by 2 x by 2 whole square by sin square x by 2 will be is nothing but equal to 1. The value will be nothing but equal to 1. So this will be what? 4 by 2 into cos x. Now I will apply the limit as x tends to 0. X tends to 0. So this is 2 1s are 2 2s are. Okay. So this will be 2 cos 0. Cos 0 is nothing but 1. So this value will be 2 into 1 2. So the correct answer to this question is, friends, it is 2. Simple question. This one is also straightforward question. Limit 1 plus x. This you will get it in board exams also. Limit 1 plus x to the power of n minus 1 divided by x is equal to how much? This is nothing but we have the formula, some properties of limit x power n minus a power n divided by x minus a is equal to what? N times as x tends to 0 is equal to what, friends? N times a power n minus 1. Correct na? N times a power n minus 1. Very simple. Correct na? So but here instead of x we are having 1 plus x. Instead of a we are having 1. So what I can write this as? Instead of x I am having x minus a, I am having what? I am having just x. So what I can write this? So this I can modify it and write it as 1 plus x to the power of n minus 1 to the power of anything is 1 itself. So I'll write here n. So instead of writing just x, I'll write 1 plus x. If I'm writing 1 here, I have to subtract 1 because I'm just adding 1. Okay, I have to need in the denominator, ultimately it should be only x. But here I have to modify something so that I get 1 plus x. So if I'm adding 1 here, I have to subtract 1. 1 plus x, this one. So this is of the form this one. X to the power of n minus a to the power of n divided by x minus a, limit as x tends to 0. So this is equal to what, friends? 1 to the power of n is there. So n times a to the power of n minus 1. So n times, there is nothing but what? N times a is what? 1. 1 to the power of n minus 1. So 1 to the power of anything is 1 itself. So this value will be equal to n. Okay, got it? That is option A, friends. Simple. Okay. Next one. Look at this question. It's a very simple question. Both numerator and denominator, if you divide by x minus 1, here also it is x minus 1. You will, for the upper limit, you will get it as m times n to the power of n minus 1. 1 to m to the m times, you will get it as m times 1 to the power of n minus 1 divided by n times 1 to the power of, this will be m minus 1. This will be 1 time n times 1 to the power of n minus 1. This and this will cancel, or you can write it as not cancel. Let me write again. So this will be 1 time m minus 1 divided by 1 to the power of n minus 1. So 1 to the power of something is 1 itself, 1 to the power of something is 1 itself. So we will get m by n. So the answer to this question is m by n. I hope it is clear, friends. Okay. These are simple questions. That's why I'm going a little faster. Look at this question. They have given limit 1 minus cos 4 theta by 1 minus cos theta as theta tends to 0. Limit 1 minus cos 4 theta by 1 minus cos theta as theta tends to 0 is equal to what? That is the question. So 1 minus cos theta is what? 2 sin square theta. Correct? No? 2 sin square 2, actually it is 2 sin square theta by 2. 1 minus cos square theta is what? Cos power 4 theta is what? 2 sin square 2 theta. 2 sin square 2 theta. So I'll write it as it is. 1 minus cos 4 theta, I can write it as 2 sin square. It is not just theta, it is 2 theta. What about this one? 1 minus cos theta. This is what, friends? This is 2 sin square theta by 2. 2 sin square theta by 2. So I will divide by 2 and 2. Here I am having 2 theta. So I want 2 theta whole square. So I will multiply by 2 theta whole square. Here I will multiply by what it is. Theta by 2 is there. I have to divide and multiply by theta by 2 whole square. Here also I should divide and multiply by theta by 2 whole square. Correct na? Correct na? So what it is? So this value is equal to what? Limit of this is nothing but 1. Limit of this is nothing but 1. So what I have here? Here I have 4 theta square. Here I have what it is? Theta square by 4. Theta square by 4. So theta square cancels. So this will become what? This will become what, friends? Theta square cancels. So this will become what, friends? Let me have a check at it once. 1 minus cos 4 theta is 2 sin square 2 theta. Okay. 2 sin square 2 theta. Okay, this is 2 sin square theta by 2. So this will be theta by 2 whole square. So this will be theta square by 4, that is 4 theta square. Okay. So this will be equal to what? Let me have a check. There is some ambiguity or mistake in this question. Let us check. 1 minus cos 4 theta is 2 sin square 2 theta. This is 2 sin square theta by 2. So this I will divide by 2 theta square. This will be 2 theta square, 2 theta by 2 square. Fine. This is equal to 1. This is equal to 1. Now I have 4 theta square divided by theta square by 4. Okay. So I'll get this value as what? I'll get this value of 4 theta square cancels. This will become what? This, if I multiply, this will become 1 by 4 will become 4 by 1. Let me check. There is some mistake in the options or in the question. Let me have a check at it. Okay. Let me have a check at this question. Just a minute. Let me check this question. Okay. Let me check this question, friends. Okay. All right. There was some mistake in this question, like I told. So that's why. Otherwise, here the answer will be, if it is just cos theta, the answer will be 1 by 4 into this 4 will come here. The answer will be 16. Okay. For this question, the answer will be 16. That is fine. But actual question is not this one. So for this question, answer will be this one. Actual question should be this one. Let me write that question again. So if the question is this one, see here, limit 1 minus cos 4 theta divided by 1 minus cos 6 theta, 1 minus cos 6 theta as theta tends to 0. If the question is this one, actually this is the PYQ, right? So if the question is this one, how to solve this? So this is what, like I wrote previously, this will be 2 sin square 2 theta, friends. Correct na? So this will be what? 2 sin square 3 theta, right? So what I can do? 2 I can cancel. Now this I can write it as limit sin square 2 theta. I can, this is here 2 theta is there, I can divide by 2 theta square and multiply by 2 theta square. Correct na? So this will be what? Sin 3 theta, sin square 3 theta. So divide by 3 theta square and multiply by 3 theta square. So this will be what? This value is nothing but as theta tends to 0, this value will be equal to 1, and similarly this value will be equal to 1. What I am left with? I am left with 4 theta square divided by 9 theta square. Theta square cancels. The answer will be 4 by 9. That's it, friends. Okay, previous question, there was some mistake, okay, with respect to the PYQ. I mean, that was not the PYQ, but for that question 16 is the correct answer, but the method is the same. Okay, here it is 1 minus cos 6 theta. For this, the answer is, for the given options is correct, the answer is A. Right. Next question. Limit cosec x minus cot x by x as x tends to 0 is equal to what? Limit cosec x minus cot x. So this can, cosec x minus cot x can be written as what? Cosec x is nothing but 1 by sin x, 1 by cos x, 1 by sin x, correct? So 1 by sin x. Cot x is cos x by sin x. So this I can write it as 1 minus cos x by sin x because denominator is same. This I can write it as x. Okay, this I can write it as x. 1 minus cos x by sin x into x. Limit as x tends to 0. Limit as x tends to 0. Okay, this is the value we have. Okay, so sin x into x is there, here x is there. So here what I can do, I can write here x, okay, and again I can multiply by x because I want sin x by x. So this value will be equal to what, friend? This value will be equal to 1. Now what I am left with, limit x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x by x square. 1 minus cos x is what, friends? 1 minus cos x is 2 sin square x by 2, 2 sin square x by 2. Here I am having x square, I want x by 2, that means what? X by 2 whole square. So here I can write x by 2 whole square, so I should multiply by what? 2 square. So this will be, this value is nothing but equal to 1, this value will be equal to 1. So I am left with what? 2 by 4, 2 by 4, that is nothing but 1 by 2. So the correct answer is option C. Fine. Fine, friends. First I have converted into sin and cos, cosec x minus cot x. So sin x by x I have made it because I have divided and multiplied by x, So I got the value of 1 here. Here I will get 1 minus cos x by x square. 1 minus cos x is 2 sin square x by 2, 2 sin square x by 2. Here I am having x square. So I wrote x by 2 whole square, I multiplied by 2 square. Okay, because I have written 2 square here. So multiplied by 2 square, I am having 2 by 4, that is equal to 1 by 2. Right. This question. Limit sin x by square root of x plus 1 minus square root of 1 minus x. I have always told you, whenever we see square root, we have to do what? Rationalize. So this will become what, friends? So this will become, I hope now it is clear to you when you should rationalize and all. So this will be root of x plus 1 into plus 1 minus root x divided by root of x plus 1 minus root of 1 minus x into root of x plus 1 plus 1 minus root x. So this will become what? X plus 1 a plus b whole square minus, that is a plus b into a minus b is what? A square minus b square. This is x plus 1 minus 1 minus x. Okay, x plus 1 minus 1 minus x. Okay, so this will be limit as x tends to 0. So this is limit as x tends to 0 sin x into root of x plus 1 plus 1 minus x, 1 minus x, x, if you simplify this, x plus 1 minus 1, okay, plus 1 plus x. So this will be 1 and 1 will cancel, you will get minus into minus is plus, so you will get 2x. Here you will get 2x, friends, 2x you will get here, but I want only, here you will get 2x. Okay, here you will get 2x. Okay, let there be 2x, no problem. Sin x by x, this value is what? This value is equal to 1. So if I put the value, I will get 1 by 2 into, this is what? Square root of 0 plus 1 is 1 itself. Square root of 1 minus 0 is 1 itself. So I will get 2 by 2. Answer is 1. 2 by 2, the answer is 1. That is option C. Look at this one. They have given secant square x minus 2 by tan x minus 1. So whenever they give secant square x or whenever they give tan x, either you can convert tan x to secant square x, okay, or secant square x to tan x, okay. But when they give secant square x, it's better to convert to tan in terms of tan. So secant square x can be written as what, friends? 1 plus tan square x, 1 plus tan square x minus 2 by tan x minus 1. This is what? Tan x minus 1. Okay, 1 plus tan square x by tan x minus 1. So here 1 minus 2 is there. So this is what? Tan square x minus 1. This will be equal to tan square x minus 1 by tan x minus 1. By tan x minus 1. These are which form, friends? These are which form? A square minus b square. I can write it as a plus b into a minus b. So this will be equal to tan x minus 1 into tan x plus 1 divided by tan x minus 1. Correct now? So what I can do? This I can cancel. So I am left with only tan x plus 1. So x, if I substitute pi by 4, it will be tan pi by 4 is 1. Okay, 1 plus 1, the value will be equal to 2. The value will be equal to 2. That is option D. Fine. I hope things are getting clear. Okay. See, KSET questions are much simpler when it compared to TS or AP entrance, right? But you need the concepts, whether it is KSET, MSET or JEE, concept should be very clear. That's why I am repeatedly telling you, please revise the concepts, then practice. Only practice won't help you. Fine. Now let's move to the next question. If limit square root of x square minus x plus 1 minus ax is equal to b, if x tends to infinity, then the ordered pair a comma b is. Okay, then the ordered pair a comma b is. Before that, I wanted some more KSET questions. Let me check those. Let me check some more KSET questions I wanted. Okay. Some more KSET questions. Let me take those questions. Just a minute. Okay. The question is, one of the question I look at it, the question is limit tan 2x minus 1 by 3 minus sin x, 3x minus sin x, tan 2x minus x. This is tan 2x minus x, tan 2x minus x by 3x minus sin x, 3x minus sin x or 3x minus sin cube x. Let me check. 3x minus sin cube x, I think. Let me check. Three x minus sin x. Okay, this is the question. As x tends to 0, this is the question. No need of options, let us solve like that itself. Limit tan 2x minus x by 3x minus sin x. This is also a KSET question. This is also a KSET question. Okay. So, if they were asked limit tan 2x minus x by 3x minus sin x, so how to solve this question? Tan 2x minus x can be written as what? First, let me take x common. Okay, if I take x common, what will happen? X into tan 2x by x. Okay, tan 2x by x. Okay, because there is no x here. Tan 2x by x. Tan 2x by x minus 1. Okay, here also I will take x common. So this will be x into 3 minus sin x by x. Right? X into 3 minus sin x by x. This cancels. Okay. So now what I am left with? I am left with tan 2x by x, 3 minus sin x by x. 1 and 3 are constants, so nothing much to worry about them. So tan 2x by x. But here 2x is there, I am having only x. So what I should do? I should divide and multiply by 2. So here I'll write 2 and here I'll write 2. Okay. Here I am having sin x by x. This value is equal to what? This value is equal to 1. Now this value is equal to what? This value will be equal to 1. So what I am left with? 2 minus 1 divided by 3 minus 1. So this will be equal to what? 2 minus 1 is 1, 3 minus 1 is 2. So the correct answer to this question is 1 by 2, friends. Okay. Constants, no need to worry. Okay, because we know that sum of the limits is equal to limit of f of x plus or minus g of x is nothing but limit of f of x plus or minus g of x is nothing but equal to what? Limit of f of x plus or minus limit of g of x, right? Same thing, limit of f of x by g of x is nothing but f of x by g of x is nothing but limit of f of x divided by limit of g of x. Same thing. Okay, that property we have learned, algebra of limits. Now another question that they asked is limit. Okay, limit as x tends to 0 mod sin x by x. Limit as x tends to 0 mod sin x by x. Okay, how to solve this question? Limit sin x by x as x tends to 0. Okay, limit mod sin x by x as x tends to 0. What is the value they are asking? So for this question, mod sin x, one time I can take plus sin x, another time I can take minus sin x. Okay, instead of that, let us take LHL. Left-handed limit means what? X is approaching from left side. Let us take x tends to 0 minus. So this will be what? This will be equal to left-handed limit. This is also asked in TSEAPCET only. Let us do it without the options, right? LHL. So this is what, friends? So this will be limit as x tends to 0 minus will be equal to minus sin x by x. So I will take minus outside. So this will be limit sin x by x as x tends to 0 minus. This value will be equal to 1. So that is minus 1. Minus is there. Suppose I take RHL, right-handed limit. This is what, friends? Limit x tends to 0 plus. Limit x tends to 0 plus. It is 0 plus means it will be just sin x, not minus sin x. Sin x by x. That is equal to what? Sin x by x. That is equal to what? Sin x by x, the value is nothing but 1. So this value will be equal to 1. So this value will be just equal to 1. Okay. Now we know that RHL and LHL should be equal for limit to exist. Here RHL is 1 and LHL is equal to minus 1. So what happens to this? LHL is not equal to RHL. Okay. So limit does not exist. Limit does not exist. Alright, limit does not exist. So got it, friends? Here in this question, limit does not exist. Fine. Now suppose they give a question. I'll give you one question. In the next class I'll be solving it. Limit as x tends to 0. Limit as x tends to 0. Limit as x tends to 0. Sin x by x within this, okay, is equal to how much? Is equal to how much? It is not sin x divided by x. Okay, it is greatest integer. This function is for both sin x and cos x. Okay, whole. It is given the value of this. I have told you while telling the concept, but still think about it. Still try to solve this. It's a very simple question. You may think the answer is 1, but let us see. Fine. These are the questions we have solved pertaining to the concepts which we have dealt with when coming to the what? Concepts of limits which we have learned, that is the properties of limits, trigonometric limits, Sandwitch theorem, all these things. Next we will be dealing with L'Hopital rules, that is LH rule. Okay, based on that we will be solving the questions. Okay, so let's meet in the next session, friends. All right, thank you so much.